casual, a little bit cheeky when he's off the bike, but as soon as that helmet comes,
that's going to help put Rico on the top step of the podium.
Yeah. So, you know, that's exactly how motorbike racing works, isn't it? So Vader Pratama
Costa there, and the other.
That is a very, very thin margin indeed.
Yeah, he said dust was drifting out towards the green. He knew he couldn't afford to touch it.
Isn't it?
Well, that's right. Yeah, much better to pick up a fantastic second place.
Ruche Moody crashed out of a leading group yesterday. He starts from 10th. Shout out to Kevin Farkas, who got his personal best result. Jack Puertesana's a
huge rain overnight, but the place is very well drained. Just drive, really got to watch it in the way that they flick right and
right. Then down we come towards turn 4, a real key overtaking spot. It is
now 129 miles an hour coming down there, back into second as they go through the right-hander before up to 5th before fast part of the track, up to 6th gear, 202 kilometres an hour, back into 3rd for the penultimate corner. Again, downhill approach.
Rookies Cup, mate.
That's right, waste of time, isn't it, predicting anything. Okay, there is the number 5th place there. That's Alvaro Carpe, yesterday's winner. 16 laps, so we're waiting for 16 laps of Red Bull MotoGP. Great start again, he does get off the line well. Alvaro Carpe, again it is.
In second place from the second row. He got a terrible start yet. Sitter, Rico Salmela in 4th. Carter Thompson up from well.
In 3rd place there. It is Salmela in 4th. He's
to come through turn 3 on towards turn 4. It's Carpe, better start. So, 2 riders who have got terrible starts comparatively.
He picks up another place there, and in this, as he said, he picked on. He needs a better race if he's going to go after that to Alvaro Carpe yesterday.
We've got Brian Ariarte looking up the ethical overtaking spot for these rookies' bikes. He narrowly avoids exceeding.
Fan today, I think. He's there. That's absolutely superb. He's not going to be Mella. Oh, but he has a nasty slide. Nasty slide there, but he saved it.
Of course, from 7th on the grid, so he's gained quite. Ruche Moody off the back of this group there. The number 11 sits in 11th place as well.
Into 3rd place. He passed Vader Pratama going into the 1st corner.
This is their homework overnight. They knew exactly when they needed to improve. He's
up into 2nd place. He's past Valentin Peroni. He's already on the tail.
Stand up, Austria. Your boy Leo Ramersdorf for the number 5 is in 8th.
The lead going sideways past Alvaro Carpe into the...
Isn't he, Brian Ariarte? He wants that championship lead back. A reminder that it's a Peroni who's there in 3rd. We've got 1, 2, 3 in the championship.
Carpe down the hill on the brakes again they go.
Keeles tail of Vader Pratama, who has a bobble through turn 9. Ruche Moody goes because they're starting to get away.
They are indeed, and these guys are clever enough to never see it in Rookies Cup. But these guys, if anybody can do it, these guys are clever enough.
Down in 14th now, not sure what's happened to No Plan B, number 95, over the next 14 laps.
And we know that Kios was super fast yesterday, absolutely.
Today it was Guido Pini, 12th place he is, a great start to his season today.
And what a pace now Brian Ariarte is setting. He's pulled.
He's happy to let that bike squirm underneath him. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 in the champions. Vader tries to go around the inside, but no, Rico hangs it out.
Something that's really different so far. I haven't seen the guys go on the green. That was a
local market slapping them with it if they continued that today.
Yeah, a very different race. 3 of Alvaro Carpe.
Oh, he's so close to his rear wheel, Peter. Goodness me. But not for long. Ariarte just lets the brakes off. The others are catching them then.
Different track temperature, a different time of day, different weather completely.
Riders were able to
trio. He's dragged Rico Salmela with him, and soon it'll be a whole bunch.
That's a shame for technically the local rider, the Hungarian Plen.
And they've dropped the others by a bit. Kies.
There's a track limits warning, and I say I'm keeping an eye on Morelli, the 95. I'm in the groove today.
But it's funny, that's been his season, hasn't it? You know,
coming out of turn 9.
Streaming battle there. The 83 of Alvaro Carpe pulls out of Brian.
He's got to make amends after yesterday. How annoyed was he when you spoke to him after the race?
Superb stuff.
This is much more orderly from Keeles. He is the fastest rider on track by 5/10.
As I said yesterday, you know, Brian Ariarte, as long as they haven't changed, and I don't think for it.
Basically yesterday he hedged a bet that he would absolutely make mincemeat of everybody. Here's what happened then going through turn 10.
So it still is Brian Ariarte on the 51 that leads, but only the 73 of Valentin Peroni making the top 5.
This does make championship battling 1 to 5th in the race as well. This is a case of all the others to actually fight for the championship. This is pretty special stuff from these guys.
That's
absolutely on it now, fighting with Christian Daniel Jr.
Yeah. absolutely superb. A lot of interviews and that sort of thing, but Christian Daniel now making life hard for him.
Actually embracing the pressure and using it to their advantage rather than...
Pratama now completely on his own back there in 6th place. There he is, the number 54.
But then he looked the wrong direction because there was Keyless going the other side of him. He's on the chase, everybody. Indonesia, stand up, tune in, watch your man.
Oh, he's closed the gap.
Big shame for Carter Thompson, who was having a great race.
Certainly now Vader is on the back of that group. Easy for a few laps. Now he's got back on terms with them. But he's got a track limits warning he's in front of doing, and then make use of it later on. But of course he's...
From him up towards the front today. 14th place is... he's even just battling...
That could win this one.
Been writing a piece for RedBull.com about where are they now from last year. And I managed to say in it, Rico is a far more aggressive character this...
Right, and so Vader Pratama with the fastest lap of the race so far.
Battling for this win then. Very special indeed. What...
You say the pace, you know, you wonder whether these guys have got something.
Very consistent, another 144.9 for him.
Still running around here, a very smooth run out front. I think in second, ahead of Rico Salmela, then Carpe.
Rider, Northern Talent Cup former rider.
Side by side. And he takes the lead. Yes, then winning one race in the weekend, you make it a double, and here he goes. Had something up his sleeve. 8 laps to go.
Someone else that's pushing is the 94.
Maximo Kies go off on the blue. That is the blue. So I don't think he's...
Another rider who has been penalised, though, is Evan Belford. He's down in 20-second limits like Famara.
Yeah. What you would do, of course, if you get penalised for gaining an unfair advantage, of course. Character so sad that he missed most of this season through.
It's being stretched. Carpe pulling the pin. 144.5. He is catching them, but they are pulling this just that little bit slower, perhaps saving some tyres.
Well, and are they off
issue? That's a big shame for him, the South African.
And front, in fact, because way back to Ramersdorfer in 11th, it's showing just gets himself, you know, in too deep there somehow, and that he lost a lot. Back with the leaders then across the start and finish.
You got Pini.
And there is battle for the lead. It's Valentin Peroni on the 73 pole.
About Valentin Peroni yesterday, but he has spent the entirety of his summer break from Malaysia. Very much used to the heat, even though he was suffering so far.
On that penalty for 57, Zani for exceeding track limits. It is Peroni that just got more and more crazy towards the end of the race. I really had a great time, and of course with 6 laps to go is what he's doing now. He's pulled out the very slightest back there in 3rd place.
Yeah, Kilo's been a bit quiet the last of play, as we see. Pini once again went even faster. Once you have pace left for all these guys, I would say.
Yeah, and Uriarte, who made that mistake, drifted wide yesterday, not being able to perhaps run those own lines that long
corner speed through there then, but yeah, it's
a bit of an advantage over the chasing pack.
Moved up into 2nd place, but it's still Carpe out front. He's very, very good at this.
Yeah, he led so much of race 1, led so much of race 2.
Of turn 3. Keep an eye on Moodley, Christian Daniel Jr. and Julia P. fall in their favour.
They're a 2.5 seconds behind, and that...
Actually, than your leaders, so they could well be catching them up come the end of this. Pini versus Pratama. I mean, then it goes straight back. That was an overly ambitious move. Oh, and the car! Oh, I've never seen anything like that before, to be honest with you. Right, it goes.
You can't say he's not trying.
No, absolutely not. Keyless.
Well, as you say, you said it was going to kick off. Well, it has.
And you've got Moodley and that joining the party as well. It's just off the bows, keep mucking each other up. But Keyless leads through turn 3. Brian.
No, my goodness. Well, superb stuff. Okay, right, 3 and a bit back, and they're still just with a bit of an advantage over Rouchet Moodley.
Back at him though, is he? He's going to push him wide. Who's that? Pini going very wide in the background.
Got him down. Who is going to be late on the brakes? Brian surely is going to lead. This is where he... Yeah, in one corner. My goodness gracious me. 3 laps remaining now of Rookies Cup action. Side by side with Alvaro Carpe.
Quick scan through the bottom of the field as well. A bit lower down. Morelli's up to 12 and more points in 13th. Danish's weekend goes from bad to worse. He's 14th.
I wonder if Vader and Kies goes up into 3rd. I wonder if Vader's got a bit in hand.
And it's Uriarte and
then with Alvaro Carpe just ahead of now over Pratama and Kies, and the Alvaro Carpe that leads. Kies goes inside for Pratama to take
at the moment, as we see on Pini's, he's managed to caught back on Pugliese. He's brought him with him as well. So 2 laps to go. He's really got to get a wriggle on now. Mind the green, boys.
Patama is there.
But for how long?
Changing. 10 men battling for
He's
these.
going
There's
up the
11.
inside. Yeah, he's going up the inside of Pugliese. They are off the back here. The riders starting to try and avoid the slipstream, hugging to go.
And Brian Uriarte can't make a mistake here. He's drifted wide. Yep.
Gets him Rookies Cup. They have absolutely pulled the pin. They're still running in comparison to what it was yesterday. It's all on the line here.
Yeah, in the 54. Now he's looking for a way past.
What a
now
drive he had. The fourth position at the moment, up the inside of Kielers. That's where his race came on. And here we are, Peter. It's one lap to go in Rookies Cup here in Austria.
He's taken the advantage away from Brian Uriarte. Who's going to be latest on the break?
Was from Uriarte, just cuts the inside line, overtakes
last time, and it's let's hope they keep it all together.
So close.
And ahead of Vader Patama, then Peroni.
Brian's gone down the front, but that's given a few bike lengths to Carpe. It's Kielers in second.
Carpe now has the advantage. He's got it superb. I wonder if he knows how much of an advantage.
Carpe, who still retains the lead. It might be too much for anyone else to chase back to the front. Final sector time, Peter.
Yes, and it's Kielers in second place ahead. Carpe, he's only got 2 corners to hold it together. He's brilliant through these 2 corners.
Surely
too.
it's going to get second place.
It's a double for Carpe, but it's Max Shears who's going to take second.
His first podium in Rookies Cup. He's done it.